Well, good evening everyone. I'm Roberto Olivieri. I'm the competition manager for Beretta Italy. I'm here with Zkienbaum and we're going to be talking about the key features of the DT11. So coming down to DT11, there's actually the two things that make a DT11 stand out from the rest of the group are the barrels, the first thing, and the detachable trigger. So you might ask, why the barrels and why the detachable trigger? Well, the barrels, because it's very important to get a very good pattern. So you're not shooting a precision rifle, so you need to have the most consistent pattern at the longest distance possible with your gun. So when you're shooting even clay birds or even when you're hunting, it gives you a better performance altogether. So in terms of Zach's experience, you've shot plenty of guns throughout your life. So what do you think about it?
I've shot all the major brands, and I firmly believe there is not a better patterning production barrel in the world, in any manufacturer anywhere. The Stelium Pro, the long forcing cone, yep. I believe it's past 20, it's almost 22 inches of forcing cone before the shot column hits the actual bore diameter. Most traditional bores, your shot column's at the bore diameter 3 or 4 inches out of the chamber. So I believe you get a softer, the pressures are different.
So you get a lower recoil as well.
That's what I was going to get at. The recoil's less, but your downrange patterns are phenomenal. People have to send their guns aftermarket to do all kinds of crazy things to get close to where the Beretta does right out of the box.
Yeah, and this you get it out of the factory. That's justifying why it's so high priced. And coincidentally, he just changed barrels because he just shot over 200,000 rounds with this whole barrel. So that also proves the reliability of the system altogether. Right. So it's called DT because it comes after detachable trigger. So when you're shooting competitions, you want to have a detachable trigger. So if anything goes wrong, you can change it in a matter of seconds. You can see he's doing it right now, and you pull one out, put the other one in, and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
So you're not wasting time on figuring out what's going on. You can figure out that later, but in the meantime, you can get your gun up and running as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So obviously, it doesn't happen often, but they're mechanical parts. It can happen. So you need to have your solution ready to go and fix it as soon as possible. And those are the summed up. There are many other features, but those are the most important. And obviously, we're proud to have a team like Zach and all the other shooters from the Beretta team that they help us with the development and everything, because being such high volume shooters, they see more often the things that we don't get to see by sitting on the factory. So it's very important to have the feedback from a shooter and go with them along the road.
Yeah. I've had this same gun for 8 years. I've shot it a full 8 years of competition, and I'm probably the most traveled touring professional in the game in the United States. I travel the most.
No, in the US, it's probably the world as well.
8 years, I've broken 3 sear springs. Okay, so I carry this gun and a spare trigger. When in the 3 times that I've had my trigger break, I literally pop that trigger out, go to my bag. I have my spare trigger right in the gun in 15 to 20 seconds later, and I'm ready to go. When I'm done with that round, I go change the shear spring. I can do it myself. It's literally a $5 part. It's a very simple spring, but that is the only thing that is broken on this gun in 8 years and over 200,000 rounds. It's fantastic. Other brands, that's what you're paying for. If you don't have a removable trigger, if you break something similar, your gun's down. You literally have to move to another gun. You have to borrow a gun or carry a spare. So DT11, I travel all over the world. I've been literally all over the world shooting this same exact gun, and all I take is the gun and the spare trigger. No other backup guns or anything like that. If you're looking for more information from me personally, my name is Zachary Kienbaum. Phone number is 626-831-8214, or an email, Zkienbaumshooting@gmail.com. We'll have that up on this screen, but I look forward to hearing from you.